Jim, we've had a lot of people working on the entry procedures, and they'll be continuing to do so. We got a few ideas you'd like to toss at you so you can start thinking about them if you think you're in a position to discuss them without waking up the other guys. What do you think?
Yeah, go ahead. It's okay.
Okay, one of the first things we want to do is charge the battery in the CSM so we can get some LEM power over there to do that, and we have procedures ginned up to do it. In regards to re-entry, we're planning our last missed course at 5 hours before entry interface, and if we have to make one, that is. And then we'd like to jettison the service module at 4 hours and a half roughly before entry interface, and take the next 3 to 3.5 hours for taking pictures, bringing up the command module GNN, taking care of stowage and other odds and ends, and we'd hang on to the LEM until 1 hour before entry interface, and then we'd jettison that. And these procedures are going to be run integrated in the CMS and LMS tomorrow morning, and hopefully later in the day we'll do it again with mission control on the loop. The other thing is that we think you might want to make this a suited entry, suiting up prior to LEM jettison, because what we're doing is when we jettison the LEM, we're going to do it like we did in Apollo 10, just let the beauty go. And if we weren't suited, well, we'd be betting on the hatch seal to take care of it. So just thought we'd toss a few of these ideas at you. Some of them are ones that are particularly pertinent questions at this time.
Okay, a suited entry would sort of pair the 1 hour LEM jet as the LEM going back and forth all up to that time, because of course speed our progress back and forth. If that's the case, what I'm worried about and what I'd like to have all squared away is, long before that I want everything in its place, all the storage put away, all the power up ready to go, so we know exactly what to do, and I'm just like to practice it for once, so that we can do the mid-course and immediately get into the command module and start seeing power up, get into the service module, and then knowing exactly how to get into the LEM.
Roger, all of those procedures will be worked out precisely, and we agree that the stowage and all of those peripheral details ought to be taken care of before the mid-course.
And again, for that last mid-course, we want to start working at that mid-course fairly early. If we have the power to do so, mainly because of attitude control. This last time was fairly easy. I'm not too sure how long it's going to take us to find here. One other comment, and it's being about as cold as it is right now, we'll probably be wearing suits long before entry.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
How are we going to line command module right for entry, especially if we have the LEM attached?
Jim, I can give you the general idea of the proposed procedure for bringing the command module GNN up. It's the presently proposed one. We may come up with a better one, but here's what we're looking at right now. First thing we plan to do is to, using the LEM coas, sight on the Earth with the LEM, just as we did in the mid-course. Then we'll do a body axis align 400 plus 5 on the eggs to put the eggs ball at 0, 0, 0. And then we can give you an eggs ball attitude to fly to point the CSM optics at the moon. And if you can see stars, why, we can use those too. Then we can give you an equivalent set of CDU angles to put into noun 20 and to torque the platform over. So now we're course aligned. Then we'll do a final line by shooting at the moon and then at the sun. You follow all that?
Okay, Jack, let me see if I have it. What we do is point the limb at the earth at the lip of the midcourse to so as, and we do a body axis align on the ag. Then you give us an ag 12 latitude supply to. With the limb, and then we this would point the CSM axis at the moon, and you would update, give us the lighting again. So of course the line, then we could final line using stars or a moon Earth.
After we do the body axis align on the eggs, we can tell you what attitude on the egg's ball to fly to in order to point the CSM optics at the moon or at some star. And then we can, knowing where the optics are pointed, give you an equivalent set of C to U angles to put in now and 20 to torque the platform.
Okay, understand.
That's the current thinking. It may change between now and tomorrow, but right now that's the way it looks, Jim. Probably some takeoff on that anyway.
Okay, and are they planning on a DNN entry or using another system like EMS, something like that?
It'll be a DNN entry.
Something like going first class.
Yeah, that'll be a switch, won't it?
I understand that one of your reasons for student entry is the fact that the command module hatch still has to be good. Doesn't seem to be any different than any other class that is used in the past. There's some particular reason why our hatch is no better than other spacecraft.
Now, the situation, Jim, is that your hatch is as good as any other hatch, but that we won't have a chance to verify it until so late in the game, like 1 hour before entry interface in this case, whereas before we had a chance to evaluate it in lunar orbit. Over.
Oh, okay.
Jim, the next action item we want to pursue is transferring some LEM power up to command module main B so we can start charging battery. And I guess what we ought to do is start on that when somebody else gets up to help you there. So when you decide to get the other guys up or to have someone to help, why, you let us know and we'll start working on that.
Okay, yeah, I like to have Jack and Smith really looking at that one. When in the timeline do you plan on working?
Tim, I didn't catch all of what you said, but I think you wanted to know when the procedures for entry are going to be available and read up to you, and if that's the case, why, we're talking about 120 hours or so. As far as the charging battery A, we want to do that as soon as the other guys get up to help you. We've already passed up some of that procedure, and we have a couple deltas to it.
Roger, Jack's already up. He has the procedure, and I was just getting curious when you want us to do it.
Jim, we're having trouble hearing you. The next order of business is to charge battery A, and when you got somebody to help you there, well, we'll get on with it.
Roger, I'm putting Jack on the line now.
Okay, Jack, Bill Kerwin passed me up the procedure for powering the CSM from the LEM. Has it changed?
Yeah, if you'll get that out, I'll read you the deltas.
Okay, I've got it.
Okay, the second step was in the LEM, circuit breakers family 11 and 16, SN ECA control closed, 2 of them, cross that out. In the next line, we had battery 5 normal feed on, cross out battery 5 and put battery 6 in there. And the next line, you had battery 1 and 3. Make that battery 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just add bat 2 and 4, all 4 descent bats. And then the next 2 lines about waiting 30 minutes. Cross that out. And the next line about batteries 2 and 4 off reset. Cross that out too. The CSM procedure is okay, and then we had to go back to the limb and do something. And the first line is okay. Cross out bat 5 and 6 off. Delete that. And delete the next line also that says panel 11 to 16 SN ECA control open.
Okay, Jack, one question here. If we transfer power like this, we're not going to cut it short on power remaining in the interface, are we? Just power remaining?
Say it again, Jack. I didn't get it.
Okay. Stand by. Okay. If we configure the CSM for powering from the limb, we aren't going to cut us short on limb power requirements to get us back to every interface, are we?
That's a negative, Jack. According to the latest update, we've got ampere hours out to 203 hours.
Okay, Jack, one question from Jim is he wants to know whether the procedure has been tried.
Okay, try it again now, Jack. What does Jim want to know?
Okay, he would like to know whether the procedure has been tried and whether it has been found to be okay and there's no danger of shorting out any of our batteries or anything that we have on board the limb now.
Okay, Jack, this procedure has not been tried out as such. However, the hardware paths through which the current flows are the same ones which we used during translunar trajectory, and there's not a problem with shorting out a descent battery, over.
Okay, I'll relay that to Jim.
Jack, of course, the reason for all this is that we see we're 20 amp hours short on one of the entry batteries, and we've got to juice that up to get you home with.
Okay.
Okay, now what we owe you from here on out is the actual battery A charge procedure, and then a procedure to turn this all around again.
Okay, do you have it there, and you know how long it is?
Okay, Jack, I have the procedure in front of me. It's about 18 steps, and the reason it's so long is because we're starting from this basic configuration which we gave you earlier, and it concerns a charge on battery A, of course, which is our low one. So when you're ready to copy it, let me know.
Okay, let's let it.
Okay, on panel 250, circuit breaker, bat A, power entry / post landing, closed. On panel 275, circuit breaker, inverter, power 2, main B, closed. Next several circuit breakers are on panel 5. Circuit breaker, bat relay bus, bat A, closed. Circuit breaker, EPS sensor unit, AC bus 2, closed. CB, EPS sensor signal, AC2, closed. CB, battery charger, main B, closed. You still with me? Okay, and to continue on the same panel, panel 5, circuit breaker, battery charger, AC power, closed. Circuit breaker, battery charger. Bat A charge. Close. Circuit breaker inverter control 2. Close. Circuit breaker inverter control 3. Close. And I got a switch for you. Main bus tie. Bat A/C. Off. And another switch. Battery charge to AC2. Okay, and then on panel 3, I got a switch for you. AC inverter 2 to main B. Okay, and switch inverter 2, AC bus 2 to on. And another switch, AC bus 2 reset to reset. And center. Switch battery charge to alpha. Switch DC indicator select bat charger. And now the only thing we owe you is a turnaround from this, which we will have.
Okay, let me ask one question here. About how long do you think it will take to charge this battery?
It's going to take about 15 hours.
Okay, Jack, one question here. If we have any problems setting up this LEM power to the CSM, is the quickest way to get out of it, return to the normal configuration, and for me to just switch the LEM power CSM to reset that off? And while you guys are talking it over, you might read back if you got the procedure for reversing this. I'll copy that.
To undo this procedure quickly in the event a problem develops, be sure that you don't touch the LEM power switch because that's got a reset position. But the way to undo it is to go into the CSM and on panel 5, open 2 circuit breakers. And there's some of the first ones we read to you. Open LEM power 1 main B and open LEM power 2 main B. Okay, Jack, I got the start on how you reverse this procedure. You ready to copy?
Go ahead, Jack.
Okay, first you want to reverse the battery charge procedure. To do that, on panel 3, switch battery charge off. AC inverter 2 off. Panel 5, main bus tie, bat Alpha Charlie, on up. Panel 250, circuit breaker, bat Alpha, power entry and post landing, open. That's affirmative, Jack, and then if you'll go back to the rest of the circuit breakers on that list and just opposite, open them all up. So on panel 250, that circuit breaker you've already opened. On panel 275, inverter power 2 main B, open. Panel 5, bat relay bus bat A, open. EPS sensor unit AC bus 2, open. EPS sensor signal AC2, open. Battery charger main B, open. Battery charger AC power, open. Battery charger bat A charge, open. Inverter control 2, open. control 3 open. You've already done the main bus tie. And in bat charge, switch to AC1. Over on panel 3, you have already set the AC inverter 2 to off. And then inverter 2 AC bus 2 off. AC bus 2 reset to off. You have already put the battery charger switch to off. And your DC indicator select to main B. Over. And now one more thing I owe you is how to untransfer LEN power to the CSM. And I'll get that for you in a jiffy.
I'm ready to copy. Go ahead.
Okay, this assumes that all the descent batteries are online and ascent battery 6 is on normal feed, as we said earlier. First thing you do is go in the CSM and look on panel 5, circuit breaker. LEM power 2, main B, open. LEM power 1, main A, open. Circuit breaker, EPS sensor signal, main B, open. Circuit breaker, EPS sensor signal, main B, open. Okay, on panel 16, circuit breaker, EPS, bat feed ties, 2, open. And now you got to listen real carefully for high volts and low volts. Battery 1, high volts to off reset. Battery 2, low volts to off reset and then on. Battery 2, high volts to off reset and then on. Battery 1, high volts, on. And then a circuit breaker on panel 16, EPS. Bat feed ties, both of them, closed. Okay, that's a good readback. That concludes the procedure going both ways, and now we just have to stand by.
Okay, when do you plan to start this?
Darn soon.
Jack is showing Fred the procedures. Wants to get him familiarized with them and how to get out of any problems before we proceed.
Roger, no rush. Just let us know when you're ready. We don't want old Fredo to slip a gimbal there.
Yeah, we're watching them.
Are you ready, gang? Okay, in Houston, we need a call from you when to have Jack proceed up into the Odyssey and start up there.
Okay, Aquarius, Jack can get with it right now.
Okay, Houston, Aquarius, we've completed the power up and things look good upstairs, so we go for proceeding with battery charge.
Okay, Aquarius, you're going to battery charge.
Boy, this is really a switch, isn't it, Jack?
It's an understatement. You're not known for that.
Yeah, I think if you add up the, operating time, I think the LIM beats the CSM by a considerable margin on this flight.
Grumman just hired you.
Yeah. That was a pretty good sleep station I had rigged up, Jack. I took one of the sleep restraints out of the command module, zipped up in it, and then hooked the tie right at the top of the zipper onto the LIM upper hatch handle. So it kind of held me there, and then just drifted up in the tunnel upside down with my face toward the hatch. So the sunlight didn't get my eyes, and that worked pretty good.
Did you sleep pretty well that way?
Yeah, no problem at all.
Is Jim sleeping that way now, or is he standing next to you?
He's standing next to me.
About time for him to go to bed.